Three, two, one. Hello and welcome to the ASMR podcast. This is Agatha Jones with all of your auditory, sensory, but ready and response needs.
Okay.
Welcome to, as an inside joke for us, episode 5 of the Statics Radio. But in reality, it's episode 4. Because episode 4 has been, the actual episode 4 has been lost to the cosmos. And no one will ever find it because the files were corrupted, and I am sorry. I am really tired because we had to wake up early in the morning to record this to get this up, and I apologize to you two for making you wake up. Yeah. As a quick recap, though, all we did is we talked about the the
burgers.
Yeah, we talked about our favorite burgers. All right, so on a count of 3. Because this was different when we recorded it, but I think we're all on the same page. On the count of 3, we're all going to say our favorite burger place at the same time. All right?
All right.
3, 2, 1.
McDonald's.
What?
What?
You heel turn, Zach?
He just straight up heel turned to F tier.
Yep.
It's like, wait, we said the worst, right? Okay,
yeah. That was a straight bottom.
Let's try that again. 3, 2, 1.
Freddy's.
There you go. We all agree Freddy's. Find us if you disagree. Add us, tweet us, tell me how much you hate my guts and you want me
and
to
if you hate it, you haven't tried it.
Yeah,
because
so
I was that kind of until I tried it, and my God, I'm a believer.
Oh yeah, it's so good, man. Freddy's, oh man, and dude, the shake carries it too. Actually, wait, no, I take that back. Every other place, the shake carries it. The shake doesn't carry Freddy's. The actual burger does. I would eat Freddy's without the shake, but the shake's just a huge plus. Whereas In-N-Out, fight me, I think the shake kind of carries the place. And Shake Shack kind of names itself after its shakes. I mean, come on. Freddy's doesn't have to do that. It's called frozen custard, not frozen shakes. Bitches, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. All about that steak burger. So, Zach, what have you been up to? Because
you've been away for a hot minute.
Yeah. Didn't have Wi-Fi for a little bit, but I'm back now.
He's back from the prehistoric times.
Yep. Back from the wilderness.
How was Jurassic Park?
It was great. Not a lot of dinosaurs, just a lot of sitting around, wishing I had Wi-Fi.
I got you. I mean, you've been working on something else though currently, as well. You want to tell us about that? Yeah.
So I'm working on my Robin video that goes up this Saturday at about 2 p.m.
Nice.
Awesome.
And it'll be my first full-length YouTube animatic.
Wow. So what is full length?
I think it's gonna come out around 8 minutes, 30 seconds ish.
Holy crap! All right. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. What I've been hearing is that this is taking you a long time.
This took me a lot longer than I thought it would.
You've been doing 30 frames a day?
Yep, 30 frames a day. I just finished last night / this morning because I haven't been to sleep yet. But today I'm recording, tomorrow I'm editing, and it should be up Saturday.
Hey, considering you're with no sleep, you don't sound any different. So,
ouch.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I'll take it.
I'll say it's a compliment because that means that you know how to keep your energy.
What it means is that you're dead inside at 24/7. It never changes.
Well, I'm a college student, so.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You still are. Aw, cute.
But not for much longer, right? But
he's like, hopefully. His debt is, as his intro video to his channel says, his debt is growing and growing and growing and growing.
I looked it up. I have currently $66,000 of debt.
Oh my God.
Whew. Man,
Zach, would be. Why are you still going to college?
I don't want to anymore.
You don't need a degree to do business.
Start donating to my Patreon, and then I don't have to.
Yep. Open that GoFundMe also.
Yeah, dude. No, he has a GoFundMe, don't you?
No.
Or you just had the Facebook page.
Yeah, the Facebook page.
What was that one called?
The Zach Hobbs Foundation for a Better Life for Zach Hobbs.
And you said it wasn't even made by you.
No, my friend made it.
Nah.
Yeah, at least that friend's looking up for you.
Oh yeah.
My favorite, like, man, one of my favorite memories of that friend group that you were involved with was being invited to the Jeremy gives away like random things or whatever group me. What was that one? Do you remember that?
Yeah, he gave away like a bag of Cheetos, and I think it was used 3 more times after that.
Yeah. But like he would be selling that for like 8 months and be like, "Hey, who wants some gobstoppers?" And we're just like, "What?" It's like, and then he'll like disappear again for a couple months. He's like, "Hey, does anybody want a bag of Doritos?" And it's just like, "Jeremy, are you good?" But it was a whole freaking group me. There was like 8 of us in there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. What a time. What a time.
How long ago was this?
It still exists, does it? It just he doesn't give away things anymore.
I'm sure it does, yeah. But it started around sophomore year, right?
God, let's see if we can find it. I'm on it right now. I want to see. Oh, here we go. The group me where Jeremy. Oh, it's right here. Heck yeah. There's 12 members.
Slowly growing.
I never got my Doritos. December 14th, 2017.
Oh dang.
All right, giving anything. I'm messaging him right now.
So what else have you been up to, Zach, while he messages that?
There we go. I just asked him if he's giving anything away soon. I just added it at him. All right. So I want to mention one thing before we continue. There is somebody that I don't like. He doesn't know who I am, but I know him really well. I followed him since probably like 2014. Yeah, somewhere around 2014, 2013 time. I've been following this man on YouTube. His name is Etika. If you know who he is, you probably know what's going on with him right now. If you don't know who he is, he's actually well known from a lot of people from his over-the-top Smash reactions. Yet I have been following him since actually before his Subway video. And if you really know who he is, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's even become a meme. It's his news story about how Subway footlongs were not actually a foot long. They were 11 inches. And that video kind of blew up as a meme. And he didn't even mean it to. But I followed him even before that. Anyways, his last video he posted up on YouTube was his suicide note, which is not a funny matter. It's actually really serious. Mm-hmm. And thankfully, within the last hour of recording this, somebody spotted him commenting and liking a video on YouTube. So even though no one has seen him in the last 14 or 12 to 14 hours, so he's showing signs of him still being alive. The police are out looking for him right now. I know Desmond will never, ever, ever hear this, but by some random chance, take care of yourself, man. It's not a laughing matter. Like, you got life to live. This is coming from my darkest time in my life, and I'm not going to get like super into it on here in public, but I've been there before, man. And trust me, like, it's always in the last minute. You wish you didn't do it. And I'm glad you're alive still, and I really hope that you get some help.
Yeah, and even if it seems like he's just getting hatred or just jerks just commenting on him, just as a reminder that just as there's so many people that may seem like he hates it, there's a lot of people that love him.
Absolutely.
And we want to share his love and support to him, because he really is great. Like, those reactions, like, they're inspiring. Like,
I mean, the guy freaking loves Smash Brothers, man. It's not even a joke.
He smashed the wall.
He has to, man. He has to. This guy, you have to see what the last 2 Smash characters are, man.
Exactly.
There's still 2 that haven't been announced. You gotta see them, dude. And as I think one of the best comments I've seen on Twitter so far, which, by the way, his followers he calls the Joy-Con boys. Mm-hmm. The best one says, "We're not Joy-Con boys. We're not like friends." Or it's like, "We're not the Joy-Con boys. We're not Etika followers. We're not gods, because he called everybody like our own gods or whatever. It's like of our own destiny. Whatever. Recently, he said we're the Joy-Con community. It's like we care for you. We're not just individuals. We're a community of people who actually care for you. So please realize that you're leaving behind a lot of people who want to see you continue and want to see the best for you. So off of sad news though, last comment, just hope you're doing good, man. I really hope that something better turns around for you. I know it's been really tough. Anyways, moving on from a sad topic, sad boy hours. We put together a little bit of stuff yesterday. Myself, I sat down with somebody who's going to potentially be our new editor. Super cool. And kind of getting him started and letting him test out some things or whatever. And hopefully that works out, because that means we'll be able to turn over videos a lot faster. On top of that, after that, I broke out my new longboard, which I'm actually really excited to, because last time I was on a longboard, if you guys remember, was when I was in New Orleans and I was hit by a car.
Which is kind of a theme for us, because I've also been hit by a car longboarding.
Oh, really? Okay. I want to hear that story here in a second. Yeah. But yeah, so last night I brought out Oliver and got him my skateboard, and I took my longboard and we went around downtown, and it was really nice to be back on a longboard. But I'm not gonna lie, it was, for the first like 30 minutes, I was kind of jittery because I was around a lot of cars downtown. I was like super nervous. Yeah, no, for real. There was a few times where I was going near the street and I just straight up jumped off my longboard. I was like, I'm not going out there again. By the end of the night, I was fine. I was going in and out of the street and stuff like that when no cars are around. But I'm not messing with that ever again. I'm not taking a street like longboarding again. That was almost broke my back. I could have died. So never doing that again. Anyways,
which is exactly what happened to me, because this was when I was. Let me see. This was 2006, so I must have been 13 at this point.
Yeah.
So it was like me and some friends found a very random longboard like down in our park. So we were like, since I was living in a downslope neighborhood, we're like, hey, let's do downslope longboarding. I was like, I've never done that, so this shall be fun.
Slope bagging. Hell yeah.
Yep. So I was just thinking of like, it mustn't be as hard as like that Sonic Adventure 2 downward slope stuff. I'll try to mimic that without me.
Which, by the way, now since you mentioned that game, it just had its birthday. I think like literally yesterday.
Oh my god, that's a huge coincidence. I literally mentioned it without even knowing. Best 3D Sonic game.
Yeah, literally June 19th, 2001. Yesterday.
That's crazy.
Yesterday was its was it 2001? It was at 18th birthday.
On Dreamcast,
legal.
Right? Yeah. Yes,
what?
It came out on Dreamcast in 2001, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's legal, baby.
Yeah, legal to drink. Finally, which
no. Yeah, for you. It's not the legality I was meant. Yeah, sure, yeah, that's what I meant. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, remember down here, like legal drinking is 18. So.
Yeah, I forget that.
You're all to drink Sonic Adventure whenever you come down to Central America. But yeah, so I started going down slope. I was like, I think to brake you have to like move it sideways, and then I was like, I was going down super fast, and I moved sideways, and the huge friction literally made me fly out. Just as the car was pulling back, and I just fell, boom, like in the back of that car.
That is awful.
Somehow I didn't then
skid it sideways.
Yes, I skidded sideways going down, because me thinking of Sonic is like, that's where you're like sort of braking when you press B.
That's what you that's what you do on a snowboard.
Exactly.
Not on a oh my god.
Not on a longboard. I know, and I learned that the hard way. So getting to pull that brake as I was about to hit a bump, and then it just smashed the bump and go flying out as the car was pulling back.
There's a reason why the wheels are like rubber for concrete, is that they don't slide. Whereas like you're gonna slide a lot on a snowboard because it's snow.
Yeah, exactly. So this is why after that moment I was like, longboarding, I'm good.
Yeah, Honestly,
almost broke my arm, but I didn't, surprisingly. But
honestly, if you, I, and Zach are ever in the same vicinity, we should totally go try longboarding again. And
Yeah.
we don't go.
Let's avoid cars at least.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
we'll avoid. Yeah, I think that's just a wise rule of thumb to avoid cars. And
Or Back to the Future it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what? Speaking of Back to the Future, where the heck is the floating longboarding? We're like 4 years out from that becoming a thing.
what?
The
Oh,
Back
the
to the Future too. Yeah, the hoverboard. Like,
That was no.
Oh yeah, we're 4 years late. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
2012. Or wait, whoa, what year was that?
2015. Yeah, 2015. Yeah. So we're 2019 now, and I'm like,
Where's Jaws 9 at?
Yeah, come on, man. Jeez. Jaws.
hey, at the very least, one thing turned true. The Cubs did win the series, so
Yeah, that.
I don't like to talk about that.
I know.
Zach. So I hear you have a short longboarding story.
Yeah. So I didn't.
You weren't hit by a car, were you? Okay, good.
All right.
So if you're from Tulsa, you probably know what the Riverside Walk is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So me and Nathan were riding longboards along that, and this was just after the gathering place opened up.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
This really big hill up there, and we're like, oh, we've never been to this hill before. Let's longboard down it. And it seemed like a good idea until we realized how curvy it was. I hear Nathan fall off his board behind me, like, okay, I should stop and check on him.
Oh, is that whenever he had the accident?
That's the second time he had a longboarding accident.
Oh, God dang. Okay.
What was the first time?
First time was
First time,
during summer, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I jump off my board to check on him while I'm going downhill, which doesn't exactly work. So I continue moving forward just without my board.
Yeah.
I go into a baseball slide and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna hurt. But all I actually did was scratch at my knuckles. So I'm like, oh, this was fine. Nathan's probably fine. I turn around. He's covered in blood. He skinned up his entire arm and his forehead.
Ouch.
Ouch.
I always carry bandages with me because I heard about Nathan's first accident in the summer. So I had these big knee bandages that were supposed to cover your entire knee. It took about the entire pack to cover up Nathan's injuries. And then we rode all the way back. He was in pain for quite a while.
Yeah, that's awful. Yeah, it's kind of very similar on the hills that I took downwards. I mean, that's why I got hit by a car. Is I took this short hill and I was going straight down. I was going really fast, and this car came out of nowhere, and I can't stop going downhill. So now I've just kind of decided that I'm a puss. I'm just gonna take longboarding like on a lot of like either small slopes or like just downtown around on the street at night or something like that. Rather
And that's the
than,
thing, like for everyone that's not been to downtown, one of the best things about that city is that it's very empty, like car-wise. It always feels like. There's like barely
Tulsa
any.
feels empty all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can longboard around the city and not really have a problem. Which, by the way, I still haven't gone to the gathering place to longboard. I also haven't been to the gathering place since it reopened because the flooding damaged it pretty bad.
Which I actually got to see it for the first time when I went to visit last week, and I was shocked because I was like, "How was they able to build all this while I was still living there, and me not knowing about it?"
Well, because that entire area of town was closed off. You couldn't drive through that part of Riverside for like 4 years.
Exactly, and I remember when they closed down, I remember hearing it was just to build the street. I don't ever remember hearing that they were building a huge sort of theme park there. So that was like a huge shocker. Or I just missed that in.
Because Wyatt and man, I'm trying to think of his name. Not Kudrov. Yeah, actually no, Kudrov did go out there with him. Mark Kudrov.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Russian.
Yeah, they went out. They snuck into the gathering place before it opened to see what it looked like. And they told me, and I was like, wait, the gathering place, what is that? And they were like, the new park they've been building for like the last 4 years. I'm like, no, I've never heard of it.
I'll say that's probably to their benefit, because when that thing opened 2 weeks after I left for good in 2018, I was like, dang, did something just warped out of existence?
Yeah, they literally just called a portal to another dimension, and then like it was summoned.
Yeah. Signs that the Twilight Zone does exist.
Yeah. Zach, did you know about the gathering place before it opened?
I did, but only because I longboarded along Riverside and I got to the point where it's closed off. I'm like, I really hope they build this soon so I can get it. 2 years later, they finally did.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, did you know what it was going to be like for the 2 years? Like, Or
I
did
knew it
you?
was gonna be a park. I didn't know it was gonna be as big as it was.
Oh, got you. Yeah, I never. Yeah, I never even knew like what the heck it was, and I don't remember how long they had the name, the Gathering Place, put together yet, if that was from the beginning or not. But it's pretty interesting, like the idea of like bringing together all different kinds of people, because you know, Tulsa was home of one of the largest race riots.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Back in the 70s, right? Or 80s? Or was it earlier?
Earlier.
Yeah.
The Greenwood, which is Black Wall Street, or was Black Wall Street, was burnt to the ground. It was an awful atrocity of people and humans doing terrible things to other people and humans. But anyways, there's been a lot of hatred because of that, because of the many years ago. And just that, yeah, I mean, Greenwood being like as successful as it was, not being the worst part of town, and the southern Tulsa, which tends to be predominantly white, is now like super successful, and that's honestly pretty shitty. And because so the Gathering Place was an idea that we had to pretty much bring people together. And I kind of like that. I like that idea a lot. That's
Yeah, I'm surprised that they were even able to get the name The Gathering Place. I'm glad that wasn't taken.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
really
why
bad.
parks get trademarked, though.
yeah, I don't think parks get trademarked.
Yeah, but I'm just glad that it happened, because it really is a wonderful place to visit. If anyone ever goes to Tulsa, it's like, I would say go to that place. It's like really nice, and I hope they do more stuff, because Tulsa needs that, because it can be a little empty.
Yeah.
So, hey Zach, quick question.
Yeah, what's up?
Did you catch anything about E3 by any chance?
I saw the Avengers trailer and Pokemon.
Yeah, that's about all.
That is pretty emblematic, because
Yeah.
you didn't miss anything.
Yeah, I don't really want to mention a whole lot about
Exactly.
E3, but
We had a whole episode.
yeah, we had a whole episode about us ranting about how bad it was. If you want to know anything about E3, go watch the last episode that we put up. It's explicit, just like it should be, and go listen to it. We have some pretty decent conversation, and Alejandro's here in person, so we actually had a pretty decent conversation and pretty good back and forth. And so
Exactly.
that's
Which
pretty nice.
makes me more eager to come back again. Which,
Yeah.
by the way,
Freddy's.
my flight got delayed a little bit this past month, so I did get a voucher.
You did?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Were you waiting to tell me this on the podcast?
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice. All right. So what? How much was the voucher for?
1,000.
You're shitting me.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh my god.
Delayed.
For like 3 hours.
So last time, Zach on his way here, he turned down, was it $2,000?
2,000. Yeah, 2,000.
$2,000. He turned down a $2,000 flight voucher because he didn't have Wi-Fi, and he was like, "Hey,
I need to tell PJ about it before I take it, because I didn't know if he was gonna be busy." But then he was like, "You should have just taken it." And I'm like,
Dude, I was like, I wouldn't have cared, man. Like, you would have found Wi-Fi at some point, and you would have been like, "Hey, man, I'm actually not gonna show up this morning. I'm gonna show up like late tonight." I would have been like, "Hell yeah, man! You took $2,000. Good for you." God, yeah.
Which,
So
by the way, for people that don't fly United, they overbook their flights to oblivion.
they're stupid as hell.
Yeah, all the time. So if you ever want to like secure like free flights in the future, fly United, and then sacrifice your spot, they're gonna give you those vouchers. So.
They pay you for it because they're
Dragged
terrible
off
vouchers.
King Freeman.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna mention, like that Asian doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The guy that got dragged out.
Yeah, that's United. Well, he didn't just get dragged out; he got beat to a pulp.
And United's Cup had a couple bangers. Like, you guys ever heard about the guitar incident?
Yep.
Oh man, I saw that at one of my PR classes, and that song is really catchy. You should just go United breaks guitars. It's like such a great PR. And apparently they still show that video to customer service training.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
Why?
Yeah, so people know, hey, you gotta treat if you're in customer service, treat them in care, because if not, we're gonna have another song that will go viral.
Nice.
That'll be bad on us. So.
Nice. Yeah, United's not necessarily the best like company. To be honest with you, they're pretty shitty. Of like attitude wise and just company wise. They're like, God, overbooking stuff, and that's so stupid. It's like all right. Let me give you an example. It's like if we were to release only one video every day of the week, and I told 8 people to go and make a video and put all of their fucking work into it, like all of it, for the next week. Like, all right, all 8 of you go make a video that's like incredibly impressive, high quality, whatever. Here, like, there you go. And they're like, cool. And they go make it. And it's all for next week. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pick 7 of them because I expected one person to not actually get their work done. And then what happens if all 8 people actually get their work done? Well, sorry, man. I guess your video is just not shown. It's like, what about next week? No, sorry. It's just not going to be shown. It's
I don't know why United expects people to cancel their flights. That's like, to me, like, when someone wants to fly,
I mean, it happens very often. Yeah, I mean, it happens very often, honestly. So, I mean, that they're able to still keep afloat to the fact that they're able to do that. But it's like, it's a very, like, shitty idea to do that as a company. Like, it's very shady. Like, you know, it's not cool.
I've flown Delta, I've flown American, I've flown Spirit.
Yeah.
Even freaking Spirit doesn't do that. So it's like, it's like Spirit of all airlines. Like, I don't know why it's always a United thing, but I guess they just want to be known as that. Hey, sacrifice your flight. Here's your voucher for 500. Oh no, no one wants it for 500. 600. No one wants it. 1,000. Yeah, I'll take that.
Nice. I'm glad you did. Anyways, moving on. I want to mention the last couple things here. So if you guys haven't been able to tell, our podcasts are now a little bit shorter. We want to keep them shorter. We want to keep them about 30, 40 minutes until we get to the point where we have enough people listening consistently, just because we like them to not have a giant like leap in, or like people, like there's not a huge border listening into the podcast. And then also I want to mention that I mentioned this a little bit during E3 talk, but phase 2 is officially starting of StatX. Expect big things coming very soon. More content coming very consistently too, which would be pretty cool. Zach, being the lead of the art team, has talked a little bit about a possible animatics coming out every once in a while on the channel, which is kind of exciting, based off of things that we do. More video game content coming out. Whenever Zach finally gets back in Tulsa, we're doing more, Let's Play stuff, but with a twist.
Oh, not more, just...
Well, yeah, just new. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we're doing Let's Play content, and with a little bit of a twist, we're gonna do it a little more interesting.
Mario Maker's next week.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. I was like, Mario Maker's next week, man. I'm excited for that.
I already pre-ordered it.
Yeah, so we gotta do some Mario Maker content. Depends on whenever I can get my screen record, my HD capture card in.
Does it work with the Switch?
Yes, it works with anything with HDMI, dude.
Oh, okay. Then that's perfect.
It just captures whatever goes to the HDMI.
Sweet. Is it an Elgato, or is it a different one?
I'm getting a different one.
Oh, okay. Because I always hear about Elgato, but there's a better one?
Elgato's pretty good.
Good.
You do what you want to do. We don't need to have this talk on the podcast. But you get a capture card, whatever will be fine. We'll make some content on that. Want to mention this. So Alejandro, remember how we were eating like a lot of fast food and stuff while you're here?
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned that I was going to start eating clean after you left. I've already lost 2 pounds.
Nice.
Nice.
Actually, same here. In just the few days that I've been here, like, went back to like eating not junk and already feeling much thinner, because my God, was it like every day that we were going to like a different restaurant last week? Yeah,
you wanted to try a lot of things or go back to a lot of things, and so did we. I keep my metabolism pretty fast, and so it's it was pretty good when I started eating well and started working out again. I lost weight like really fast. It was really good.
That's nice. That it wasn't much of a setback, because next time I'm there, we're not gonna eat junk. I already had all the junk that I need.
Yeah, and I just finished off your Cocoa Pebbles this morning, so there's no more Cocoa Pebbles in my house. No more temptation for milk or chocolatey treats.
Yep.
So that's good.
At least you get them out of your system. That way,
What'd you say, Zach?
What did I say, Zach?
I said that must be rough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Zach can eat whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
I'm expecting Zach. Zach, just watch this. Whenever you turn 35, you're gonna be bigger than Alejandro, man. Alejandro's gonna be around my size, and you're gonna be like chunky because your metabolism's gonna slow down, and you're gonna be eating whatever you want.
Well, guess what I just started?
What?
The Saitama workout.
What's that?
Good luck keeping that
From the
up.
One Punch.
Alejandro doesn't know anime. Don't mention that expecting Alejandro to ever get you. Alejandro's uncultured.
Yeah, I'm an otaku.
Uncultured swine.
Yeah.
So tell him the workout in detail.
So the workout is 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every day.
Yeah, good luck in the
Whoa.
10-kilometer run.
So I didn't do that. I cut that part out.
Yeah,
That's the hardest part, man.
Yeah.
that's the thing.
That's
you're
how you
thick.
become Saitama. Is the 10-kilometer run.
Zach, aren't you like thin as a stick? Like you don't need to be running like 10 kilometers.
That's why I cut it out. If I do cardio, I die.
Yeah.
You're gonna vanish Thanos style.
literally Zach will eat like Sonic every day and he stays like scrawny. It's like his metabolism is hella fast, and don't be jealous of it.
Yeah.
Because the problem with people like that is that Zach is technically skinny fat. It means that he's skinny, but he has the metabolism of a skinny person, but he has the physicality of somebody who's actually fat.
Yeah.
And it's
Like my brother's like that. Like he just eats junk, and he always looks skinny, but you can kind of start seeing kind of like a little skinny belly.
I meant like he has the physicality, as in like if you were to try to run, he'd have the same like.
Oh.
Hey, I'm a good runner.
If that, well then if you are not just skinny fat and you're actually just skinny, that's good, but your eating habits will catch up to you whenever you're like your metabolism slow down.
Never mind. I'm not gonna make that joke.
What?
What joke?
It's too dark. Giving.
Make it.
Make it.
I was gonna say that I'm committing suicide slowly through poor life choices.
Oh,
Hey
come
man, we're here for a good time, not a long time.
on. Don't. Too soon. Wait 20 minutes too soon.
We're here for, I like that quote though. We're here for a good time, not a long time. I use the we make these jokes in all seriousness. Suicide isn't funny. Suicide isn't something to be like to do. It's not cool, but the best way to deal with disaster is through humor. So here we are making fun of Zach slowly killing himself via poor life choices. Hey, I mean, you already have $66,000 in debt, so you're already going to get out financially.
Yep. You're chained to the system for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
One of the only ways to get out of student loan debt is to die.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Or become a multimillionaire.
Which you can.
Which technically you can. Just the chances are very slim. Just
don't count SADX Media out yet.
yeah. You won't make $1 million. The company may. But
and I'll embezzle it.
Yeah, but I was to say we're gonna be embezzled.
Fired already.
All right, guys, it's been a good time on SADX. I'll see you never.
See you never again. Anyways, this has been Static's Radio episode 4. Ish 5-ish, not really 5. It's episode 4. Episode 4. The original episode 4 is lost to the pit
ether
of abyss. Yeah, it is. It has gone to the nether with Steve and fell into a pit of lava with all of his diamonds, and it is gone forever.
So that's a Minecraft reference, right?
Yeah.
Yes. at least I'm a little cultured now on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, Alejandro played a little bit of Minecraft. We'll talk more about that later. On episode 5. Oh, God, that makes me so mad. Anyways, so this has been Static's Radio episode 4. Is there anything else you guys want to say?
Toy Story 4 comes out this Friday. I think I'm gonna go cry.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna see it, to be honest with you.
Really?
I'm kind of like,
Why not?
we don't have a whole lot of time to talk about this. We have like 4 minutes left, but I'll mention it real fast. I don't like the fact that they keep making sequels to things like this. Like, I didn't see Finding Dory because I was really upset about that. And Toy Story 4 just seems like a cop-out. I'm not a huge fan of the idea.
Yeah. Especially with how perfect 3 was. I rewatched it this week and it still bawled my eyes out. I'm like, how am I? This is still hitting me 9 years later.
What are you saying, Zach?
I don't like 3.
Too dark for you? Too real?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't a huge fan of 3 either. It's just like it didn't feel like Toy Story. 1 and 2 were fun and like had like an interesting concept. Like, which by the way, the saddest part to me is that Zurg wasn't in it.
He actually was in it.
In
He
3?
was. Yeah.
Where? When?
As soon as the credits start, you see like a toys arriving to the Sunny Sailor, and
Oh
Zurg is
yeah, I remember.
That's,
that. Yeah.
This doesn't
But
count.
still, he wasn't like the villain like he was in 2.
The
That
second
was
one.
really cool.
Yeah.
I love 2, man. 2 is
Yeah.
great.
It's so fun. It's so much
2
fun.
is seriously the best one in my opinion.
Yeah. It's the most rewatchable one. 3 is very tough to rewatch if you want to just have like an existential crisis. So,
Yeah. Oh well.
but yeah, so
Anything else you want to mention? So you're gonna watch that? You're gonna review that? Is there anything else that's
Yeah.
coming out?
I mean, Bloodstain came out this week. If anyone wants to play that,
Oh,
apparently it's
hell
really
yeah.
good.
Hell yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna play that.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which I got that pre-order too. That's coming up like in 3 weeks.
Zach, anything you want to mention?
Yeah, I have a few words to say.
Say them.
Ask angelic bliss checkers.
What the heck was that
What the
sound?
heck was even that?
And this has been ASMR with Zach Hobbs.
All right. Well, hey,
All right.
love it. Thank you. My ears have been blessed. Alrighty. Well, this has been Statics Radio episode 4. We will catch you guys at the same time next week. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share the podcast if you enjoy it. If not, let us know down below what we can change because we are a slave to the system and a slave to you.
Let
Anyways,
us know if you want more ASMR.
absolutely.
Yep.
Statics Radio moving forward is going to be an ASMR only
Yep.
channel. Anyways, catch you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.